Mizzou Tigers taking on #4 Kentucky. Now Kentucky's coming off a big win back home against formerly #1 ranked Tennessee. Just a few hours ago, I was up the road at Mizzou Arena where fans were going to the basketball game when they heard about the announcement of quarterback Kelly Bryant transferring to Mizzou. Mizzou played in its first SEC game tonight where they got off to a very hot start against #3 Tennessee, but Tennessee was able to close it out midway through the first and take that lead all the way through after going on a 24-4 run. Now the Tigers are on the road this week against #1 Alabama, but will be back home for homecoming week against Memphis. Simona Vaughn applied to be a tutor at Mizzou in 2004. She said when she was going through the application process, something didn't feel right about the job. Something that she believes would have been committing fraud.
Sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do to make sure the athletes can continue playing.
Simona Vaughn has a story that she's been waiting to tell for 15 years about applying to be a Mizzou tutor.
This was told to all of us. I think there were at least 10 of us in the room.
Vaughn applied but didn't take the job.
And it was made clear that I might have to do some of the work for them.
But Mizzou Athletics says the exact opposite.
But that has never been a practice we've ever had in the athletic department.
Tammy Chivas is in charge of the academic plans for the athletes. She says the tutor accusing Mizzou of cheating, Yolanda Kumar, more than likely acted alone.
I think that was an act that that was between her and the students, and that would just be my belief.
Kumar said the school knew she cheated for the students, and Vaughn chose not to take the job because of that.
Literally felt like I would be committing fraud.
And now, Mizzou is punished for past athlete issues.
It saddens me that they're the ones that are getting the punish of what was done several years ago.
Because obviously we need to make some changes. But like I said before, I don't think punishing is the way to make changes. The university has not yet appealed the NCAA sanctions, but they will appeal. In the studio, Jared Austin. Every sports team has its diehard fans.
I've been a Chiefs fan pretty much since the day I was born.
For our 24 years, that's kind of been our family thing, is to watch the Chiefs on Sunday.
And we laugh because literally we used to have this big change bowl. And like that game, we were like, okay, if we have enough money in our change bowl, we're buying tickets.
Matt has always enjoyed family time at Arrowhead Stadium.
I don't know, there's just something special about being able to go to Chiefs games.
Matt always wanted to be a middle school teacher, but his focus changed right as he started college.
I was a freshman up at Truman and just wasn't feeling great. Came down, went to the doctor, got some tests.
Matt and his family feared the worst, and those fears became a reality. He was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a cancer found in the bone marrow.
Nothing can prepare you for, being told you have cancer.
Cancer forced him to put his dream on hold. With extended time in the hospital, the Mays went to the Bible for closure.
Our wall right behind there says, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, and we've just trusted that.
Philippians 1:21, which is, for me, to live as Christ and to die as gain, which just gave me this overwhelming sense of peace.
Even with death in the back of their minds, his family remained positive.
It's all a gift, right? Whether he lived or died, it was all a gift.
During this stressful time, Matt looked for inspiration in something or someone. He found it in Chief Safety Eric Berry.
The first day he took treatment was the day that Eric Berry signed his long-term contract with the Chiefs. That was the thing, hey Matt, Eric Berry just signed a long-term contract, and he's like, awesome.
Chief Safety Eric Berry also put his dream on hold as he was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in November of 2014. After undergoing treatment, he was cancer-free in June of 2015.
Looking over at him when Eric Berry came back from his illness this year and got to play, there were just tears streaming down his face.
With his birthday a month away from his original diagnosis, his family knew exactly what to do. They reached out to a friend of a friend in the Chiefs organization, and they gave him a special gift.
Matt, on behalf of the Kansas City Chiefs organization, I would like to wish you happy birthday.
A personal letter from the Chiefs CFO Dan Crum, and his favorite gift of all.
No. Yearbook?
No. Mom, it's signed.
They also surprised him with other gifts.
tickets on the floor of the 2018 NFL Draft, the opportunity to hold a cancer flag on the field at halftime, giving thanks to the Chiefs and Eric Berry.
You know, just the that warrior inspiration that he has. It's an honor to have somebody like him for your kid to look up to.
He is such an incredible role model, just on the field and off the field, the way he carries himself. And, you know, I'm just, to be able to see him on the field is just such an incredible feeling.
In Columbia, Jared Austin, KMU8 Sports.